Okay, so we read the first page, page 100, and then it continues on to page 101. So I believe the final sentence there was off of 100 was all of these were characteristic of animals that spent a lot of, and then now we're continuing the reading in page 101 or 101. So spend a lot of time in the water. Okay, so at the top of page 101, continuing the paragraph, we realized that we were dealing with a river monster, said Nizar, a predatory dinosaur bigger than a T-Rex, the ruler of this ancient river of giants. Okay, so any key details that I know basically highlight the main idea of that paragraph, I need to make sure that I can recall those details. I need to make sure that I am finding the definition, circling and finding the definition of any of the vocabulary words there that I am not familiar with, because that helps me get a clear understanding of what I'm reading about. And then I need to also see if there are any of the questions that I read over that had anything to do with this paragraph. Okay? Because if they did, then I can go ahead and underline and write the question number on the margin so I know exactly where to go to when I'm answering my questions. I don't have to reread everything all over again for every question. Now continuing with the final paragraph. Perhaps the only thing more amazing than the creature itself is how Nizar was able to find its skeleton. In 2008, a local man from Erfound, Morocco, gave Nizar a cardboard box filled with some fossils. A little while later, Italian colleagues contacted Nizar about fossils they received that were extremely similar to the ones he was given. Nizar wanted to find where the fossils came from. If only Nizar could find the man from Erfoud. Nizar didn't even know the man's name. He only had a mental image of a man with a mustache, which wasn't very helpful. Nizar traveled to Morocco anyway to try to find him. After a long, unsuccessful search, Nizar gave up hope. He was sitting at an outdoor cafe drinking tea with a colleague, talking about how it was useless. He would never piece together Spinosaurus. Suddenly, he looked up and saw the man walking down the street. He had found the missing link. The fossil hunter took Nizar to the site, and he was finally able to locate the remaining bones for his Spinosaurus skeleton. Okay, so repeating myself once again, you must make sure to circle any vocabulary words that you are not familiar with. Make sure that you can recall key details of what was read. I hope you were following along on your paper. I have attached the pages so that you can print them and just write directly on them, highlight, underline, circle important information, write margin notes. Remember that all these assignments will be turned in, the physical copies will be turned in when you return. For the meantime, you're uploading pictures so that I know that you're keeping pace, and I will be grading some of this material before we return, but you need to make sure to have all of this work with you. Put it in a folder or something for my class, okay? Good luck. If you have any questions, reach out to me on Edmodo.